Everyone. Please stand, and today we're going to go through some of Paramahansa Yoganandaji's health and healing practices. The first thing we're going to do is, I hope you're near a window, open your window. I'm going to open my window here, and we're going to do a deep breathing practice. So if you can, open the window right near you or across the room, however. Now we're going to inhale to a count of 6 and consciously inhale strength, energy, prana, life force. We're going to hold to a count of 6, keeping the air in the lungs and up in the upper part of the body and the brain as well. Then we're going to exhale to a count of 6. Then we're going to keep the breath out to a count of 6 without the tension this time. This is just for breathing. So let's inhale through the nostrils. Hold the breath. Check your spine. Exhale through the nostrils if you need to, mouth and nose if you need to. Keep the breath out, 6. Inhale. The lungs are full. Hold the air in the lungs. Then exhale. Keep the breath out now, 6 counts. Giving your body a breakfast of energy. Inhale. The lungs are full. Hold the air, the oxygen, the prana. Exhale. Keep the air out, and we'll do one more round. Master said anytime you feel tired, fatigued, or even hungry to do this practice to charge the body. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Keep the breath out. Now you can do this to 6 counts, 8 counts, 10 counts, 12 counts, however many you feel you can do. Okay, let's listen to Swami Kriyanandaji. We'll have a chant, and then we'll listen to Swamiji, and then we'll come back and do some exercises. I hope you're ready to exercise today. There are going to be some wonderful, vigorous exercises. Welcome.
In my house with thine own hands I turn and on thy love. In my house with thine own hands I turn and on thy love. Thy transmuting lamp entrancing, thy transmuting lamp entrancing, wondrous are its rays. Change my darkness to thy light, Lord. Change my darkness to thy light, and my evil into good. Touch me but once and I will change. Touch me but once and I will change. All my clay into thy gold. All the sense lamps that I did light, sorted into worries, sitting at the door of my soul, sitting at the door of my soul. Light thy resurrecting love in my house with thine own hands, like the lamp of thy love. In my house with thine own hands, light the lamp of thy love. Thy transmuting lamp entrancing, thy transmuting lamp entrancing, wondrous are its rays. sitting at the door of my soul, light thy resurrecting lamp in my house with thine own hands, light the lamp of thy love.
Center everywhere, circumference nowhere. A wonderful definition, something you could meditate on for years and get more out each time, more out of. So if you have that kind of consciousness, then you will suddenly find things start to flow in a new and very much more harmonious way. Things just turn out right for you. The right people are there at the right time. The right opportunities come. If you get sick, then the right healer is there to heal you, but the chances are you won't get sick. If your karma is very strong, remember this. This is a point that many people in the health field don't understand. That karma is supreme. Which is to say that you may do all the right things and still get sick if it's a strong karma to get sick. But just as this magnetic aura can be strong enough to filter out unfortunate happenings, it can also filter out disease. As the wife of Ramakrishna put it, that if it's your karma to lose a leg, if you're really in tune, you may only get a scratch. So you see, you may still get something, and we all have to die sooner or later. But I've been on this path now for 33.5 years, and it's been an incredible experience to look back over the thousands of people that I've known on the path, and to see that somehow they almost invariably are safe from anything serious happening to them. They'll drive their car off a cliff. This literally happened in our community. One of our people drove a flatbed truck with a trailer off a cliff and was caught by a tree. He got out and was later able to pull the truck back to safety too. Somebody else fell from a tree, 50 feet free fall, and all he did was crack his ankle a little bit. He was walking in 2 weeks without a cane. This kind of thing, again and again I have seen, a kind of protection that comes. As I say, it's like an umbrella in the rain. But now, I want to tie it into one simple thought. I think that with a short lecture, it's better to have a simple thought, one thought, and a strong thought, rather than many things to remember. And that simple thought is something that Yogananda discovered and made a central part of his teachings. He discovered that, first of all, the energy in our body is not only the energy that we get from eating and breathing and outward things, sunlight and so on. That we are allied to the whole universe, and that universe feeds us energy all the time, to a greater or lesser extent. That's how you've got a few extraordinary cases like Teresa Neumann, who didn't eat, I think, for 50 years. That doesn't sound credible, but if you read her biography, you will find that she was investigated scientifically again and again, kept under observation in hospitals, and proved not to eat. They took photographs of her. The only thing she ever took was a wafer on her tongue, and the wafer would suddenly disappear the moment it touched her tongue. Seems miraculous. Somebody on the radio yesterday or the day before asked me if I had ever seen a miracle, and my answer was no. I have seen many things that you might call miraculous, but they are not miraculous. They are simply the operating of a higher law. Even things like levitation and so on are not miraculous. It's only that most people don't know how they work, and so we call them miraculous. TV would have been considered a miracle 100 years ago, wouldn't it? In fact, I remember back in the 30s, I guess it was, one of the people developing television came to Bucharest, Romania, where I grew up, and was talking about television. It seemed to me an absolute impossibility. He might as well have been talking about magic. The miraculous things that happen are simply the commonplace to those who understand the law, that's all. And so, when we understand that we are a part of this greater flow of energy and understand how we can attune ourselves to it, we can draw on that energy at will. When Teresa Neumann or other saints have been known to, but not as well investigated as she was, been known to live for many years without eating, it seems like a total impossibility. And yet many of you probably have at one time or another gone for days fasting without eating. And I remember a book by one man who, his name is Gardner. He was talking about being on a fast, and I think he was on his 5th day or 3rd day of the fast, not a long fast yet. And just then he read about a town in South America that had been deprived of food for that many days. The ships hadn't been able to come in for some reason, perhaps a large storm. Anyway, the ship finally came in and people were frantic. They were trampling each other to get to this food. They were so desperate in their hunger. And he was saying, but I was just starting to get comfortable with my fast. You know that you can go for long periods of time without rest, without food, without all the things that you're supposed to have. The body is not just like a car that needs gasoline, and once the gasoline runs out, then the car stops. There's something else that we know that we can tap into that can give us more energy or less energy.
Welcome again, friends. I wanted to just read we just did this exercise of drawing consciously energy into the body with the air coming in. And I wanted to just read a couple of things from Master on that. He said about sunbathing, to open the window, to get some sun. He said, when tired or hungry, till the body, keep doing the breathing exercise that we did until the body is recharged with ultraviolet rays and prana. Inhale and exhale several times until the fatigue is gone. Secondly, 1 hour in the sun can last 3 months. It can cure sores and wounds. Finally, spend half an hour a day in the sunlight. Window glass prevents the ultraviolet rays from entering, so open the window. I wanted to start today by just saying an experience I had at Ananda Village. I lived there for some time, as you all know, and there were many healers and many healing methods that came through the community. And we always had masters healing techniques and energization and hatha yoga and meditation and all the things that we know about. But there were other people who would come in. Swamiji would invite many of them in just because they were interesting. They had interesting techniques to share. But then some people started getting more and more into that. And in fact, some people left to follow those people. But anyway, I remember the various things that I tried myself, knowing that Master had everything. But there was a man who came, and he was a healer, and he just looked in your eyes for a very long time, and just at close proximity, he would just stare in your eyes. It's quite uncomfortable. And that didn't really do much. And then there was someone who had lights, and they would shine the lights, different colored lights. You lie down on a couch, and you'd shine different colored lights into your to enhance your aura into your eyes. Now that actually was kind of nice. But none of these things really lasted very long. Then there was someone who came with a sound machine, a sound box. It emanated various sounds, and that could heal different ailments that you might have. And sometimes these things worked, sometimes they didn't. We called her the sound lady. And then, but she finally said, why don't you just listen to your own music? That will heal you. And then I remember there was a man who lived nearby. He had this big machine in his house, in a room, and that was the healing room. And so some of us would go there and we sit in that room. And one time I actually went with Swamiji, and I was sitting there wondering, why am I here? Because he's the one who's got the energy, it's not the machine. And then the last two I remember that would most clearly in my mind is someone was teaching Reiki. Now, I'm not saying these things are wrong. I'm just saying that we have so much that in our own that we don't utilize. And so I remember I learned Reiki level 1, level 2, whatever they were. And I remember I was once with Swamiji, and I had just taken this course, and I said, Swamiji, my hands are vibrating. I can heal people. And I remember we were in a car, and I was in the back seat, he was in the front, and he just, you know, he didn't want to say no about anything. There was a long pause. He went, Then there was a long pause, and I went, oh my gosh, something must be wrong. And then he just said, maybe I should learn that. And I said, you don't need to learn that, Swamiji. And it took me a long time to realize he was saying, Dhyana, you don't need it either. Master's giving you what you need. And finally, the last one was a man who had cylinders. And these cylinders you put in front of your computer, and actually they were powerful, very expensive, but they were powerful. You wear it on the airplane, you clean your food with the cylinder and everything. That was okay. And then the man started giving people healing advice for their problems. And I remember he told me something that was so far out, but somehow I was so gullible. I just went, well, he must know what he's talking about. And so finally I got with Swamiji once more. And I told him, I told him what the man was saying. And I'll never forget, he had some, this water or some drink with him. We were sitting in my office, and he had come to bless the office. And I said, so Swamiji, this man told me, I'll never forget, he looked at me, he just went, he just said, he's no saint. Why are you listening to him? And that was the thing, and it'll never leave my consciousness. We need to listen to our gurus. They've given so many healing techniques, so many methods, so many exercises, so many pranayamas, we'd never get to do them all. So that's what I would like to share with you on these days, on Thursdays at these classes, what Master gave to strengthen your body, to strengthen your mind, to keep you well. And so I want to start today by asking you to stand, and we're going to go through this wonderful practice. I hope you enjoy this. This is Master called vital exercise, and I'm going to demonstrate. He said, do this anytime you're feeling low energy. Now, we're going to walk, but in an exaggerated fashion, and really lift the knees up as you walk. You can't see me completely, but you'll get the point. You swing the arms a lot and really lift. Try and lift the knees up. And what he said, he said, when you count, each step is a count. It's not 1, 2, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's do this together, and I'll keep the count for us. It's exaggerated walking in place to get our energy flowing and the heart moving, the circulation moving. Okay, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Catch your breath. Now, Guruji said to do that 25, we did 60. He said 25 to 400 times. Any time of day. And I hope you weren't sitting down. So we can do this repeatedly. He says 3 times a day, I believe, if you're feeling low energy, 25 to 400 times. Okay, now I would like to go into the weight loss and the weight gain recommendations that Master gave. First, I think most of us would be interested in the weight loss, the reducing things that he gave. But he gave some wonderful things. 1, let's do this together. 20-part body recharging. And we're going to do just the tension and then exhale. We'll do it 6 times. I'll demonstrate once. Watch. Charge your whole body up. Let go of the tensions, okay? We'll do that for 6 times, the whole body at once, and inhaling and tensing. Please do it with me. Inhale. Vibrate. Exhale. Now you can stop anytime if it's too much for you. Inhale. Go to medium or to high or to low vibration, depending on your need. Exhale. Be master of your body. Inhale. Vibrate. Whole body's charged up like a battery, getting recharged. Exhale. Master said do this any time of day you feel low energy, 6 times. Inhale. Vibrate. This is number 4. I hope you're still with me. Exhale. 5, if you can still go. Anytime you're sitting on the couch too long, get up. Do this exercise and you feel recharged. Exhale. Sure you're feeling better already. I am. Inhale. Last time. Whole body is tense. Wonderful. This is the fat reducing diet for that diet to charge the whole body so the circulation is better, the energy flow is better throughout your whole system. The second exercise Master gives is the stomach. Now this time we do have the chart. He said do it 3 times a day. Now he says do it 20 times. That's a lot, but we'll do it several times. But you'll find that your stomach just starts decreasing. The size starts decreasing as you do this exercise. So come down, you see on the chart, exhale, pull in slowly, out, push out, in, out, in, out. Now keep going on your own. Exhale, slowly. I hope you haven't had a breakfast. I had a request in for that. If you have, you won't be able to do this. Let's do again, same thing. In, out, slowly. Exhale, come down. Wow. Feel the energization, that whole area. Let's do it again. Exhale. Wow. Doesn't that feel great? I think that's only the 3rd time. Master said 20 times. I don't know if you can do it 20 times. Let's aim for 5. Okay, let's do another one. If you can, just sit this one out. Whoa, that's intense, but you will lose weight through this one. Last time, exhale. Slowly. Oh, wow. You didn't even feel hungry after that. Okay, now I want to go through, as we close here, the things Master said for the diets. So for weight reducing, and I'll put these on the group, he also added running 50 to 200 times. Luckily, we don't have time for that today. Maybe we'll start with that tomorrow. But for diet, he said, eat raw vegetables every day with some protein as well in your meal. Then no starch. This is for losing weight. No fried foods. And I'm sorry to say, but no sweets. I know that one hurts. No water with the meals. Finally, every 3 days, fast on orange juice. Okay, so that was what Master gives for the weight loss. Those exercises plus these the food advice. For fattening, you can see how you can get fat from this diet he has here. Bananas and cream. 2 eggs. This is every day to have this. 2 slices of whole wheat bread. Oatmeal with cream. 1 large raw vegetable salad. 3.5 ounces of butter, or you put ghee. 1/4 glass of cream. You just blow up on this diet. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Then he says, eat bananas in abundance. And for 1 month, drink 2 glasses of water with each meal. And then for the reducing, you don't have any water. For gaining, 2 glasses of water, not ice, with each meal. And then general diet every day for everyone. Eat green leafy vegetables, include a carrot with the stem, a glass of orange juice with the pulp and ground almonds or some kind of ground nuts, lemon juice, orange juice, and honey. You can put over the salad, a combination of those mixed up, a little bit of cream, and then he adds, have some curry sauce for flavor. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, let's close now. I'll put these on the group, but let's close with the affirmation. And take this affirmation into your day. Repeat after me, just once or twice. I am submerged in eternal light. It permeates every particle of my being. I am living in that light. The divine spirit fills me within and without. Now mentally, I am submerged in eternal light. It permeates every particle of my being. I am living in that light. The divine spirit fills me within and without. Let's hear this very short song by Swami Kriyanandaji to close our class.
Free at last from toil oppression, free from bondage, shouting hate, free at last from brute aggression, free a new life to create. Let us now hands join together, bless with peace our native isle. Bless our fields of flowering heather, may all hearts be free from guile.
Let us build new lives in beauty, let the grass wave full and green. Let peace be our highest duty, joy in every eye be seen.
Free at last from dire oppression, free from armies shouting hate, free at last from brute aggression, free a new life to create.
lines from Swamiji's play, A Peace Treaty. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you. See you tomorrow.